What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And before we get started with today's video, I just want to talk to you guys about the recent changes in the YouTube monetization, YouTube partner program. And obviously you guys saw, if you looked at my last video, or if you guys just kind of see it's kind of blowing up right now, YouTube is changing the requirements in order to get paid through YouTube. So, and I've kind of set myself a goal for 1,000 subscribers kind of by the end of the summer. So anyway, if you happen to be stopping by and haven't checked out this video, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. It's as easy as just having a Gmail account and logging in. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me in the long run, so I do appreciate that. So yeah, before we get started, we are going for a quick ride today, but the car is so filthy. It is so incredibly difficult to keep this car clean here. It's the joys of living in the Northeast, but yeah, it's kind of sad. You guys, a quick view of the front here. Yeah, loves to eat that snow. Alright, so also gonna give you guys a quick cold start really quick, because she's nice and cool, so I know you guys like it. So today I want to talk about the kind of the stratosphere of stratification of the car community. So what I mean is that there's like levels of difference in between some of these models of the cars. So you start looking at people, say if you have like an Impreza, right? Now if you drive an Impreza, you're probably gonna look up to that, those who have like a WRX, and say, man, yo, that's freaking sweet. I wish I got that WRX, man. That thing is freaking sweet. Same thing, people in those WRXs probably see an STI and probably like, yo, it's a fucking STI, man. Kind of wish I got an STI, you know. So there's always like that one-up game. Now, same thing kind of with like the Focus, man. You know, when I used to drive the ST, you know, I used to drive around and I'd be like driving around, I'd be like, yo, oh, yo, WRX, yo, what's up? Cool. Like, oh, GTI, oh shit, what's up, man? All right, but yo, that's a fucking, yo, that's an RS, man. Yo, good shit. Good shit. Again, I mean, that's not to be like an elitist by any means. I mean, I love all cars, man. You know, I've kind of stepped my game up over the years. You know, went from more like base model cars up to, you know, where I am now with an RS. And you know, again, it's not to put down anybody's car for what you guys have. But again, it's like there are those like distinct levels, no, man. It's hard to explain, but you know, when you jump in, you know, say like in a regular Impreza, and you jump in a WRX, and then you jump in an STI. I mean, like, you know, there's always that like one-up kind of thing. And it's the same thing, you know, I say for, you know, the Focus, as well as even, we'll say the Honda, you know, with the Civic. You know, if you have a Civic Sport, still a cool car, you know, new one's a little turbo and stuff. But again, you jump in that car and you're like, yo, you jump in an SI and you're like, okay, you know, a little bit different. And obviously you go from the SI to the Type R and you're like, yo, this is a different beast altogether again. And, you know, it's kind of the same thing. And, so the way I'm looking at it is I'm looking at cars like Pokemon. And don't any of you lie to me, y'all played Pokemon. Everybody in the freaking world played Pokemon Go for like at least a day. And so when you start looking at, you know, say like, you know, we'll go with like the normal Ford Focus, right? That's like a fucking Charmander, you know? It's still kind of cool. You know, everybody's got one, you know, it's still kind of cool though. You know, then you can see like an ST, you know, it's like a Charmeleon, you know, like, okay, all right, something a little bit different, you know, a little bit more rare. And then you see that RS roll by and you're like, yo, that shit's a Charizard, man. I want one. I want one of them, you know. And again, I mean, that's just kind of the way to say it. I mean, there's like this like stratosphere between the car guys. And don't get me wrong, I mean, I've seen some STs that are a hell of a lot nicer than, say, my RS. But again, you know, that ST will never be an RS. You know, I mean, you can do all the mods you want to. I mean, yeah, I guess you swap the driveline and motor and blah, blah, blah. I mean, you could kind of make it one. But it's not an RS at the end of the day. You know, it's the same thing with the WRX. Beautiful car, but it ain't gonna be an STI. You know, and it's just one of those things. So again, I mean, you get these cars kind of like, you know, like the Volkswagen Golf. Then up to the GTI, up to the Golf R. You know, Honda Civic. You got the Civic, we'll say the Civic Sport. You got the Civic Si, and you got the Civic Type R. You know, for Subaru, you got the Impreza. You got the WRX and the STI. Again, with Ford, with the Focus. You know, you got the base model Ford Focus. You got the Focus ST, and then the Focus RS. I mean, you know, again, you look at each different level and it's just, they are so dynamically, you know, unique. And, you know, again, man, I think, you know, as just a car guy, I mean, like I said, I was the first one to say, man, when I was driving my ST around, I saw an RS, I was like, that's a goddamn RS. You know, that thing is freaking sweet, man. I kind of wish I had one. God damn. You know, and now driving the RS around, man, I still love it. You know, I still look at STs and stuff, but it's a slightly different eye. You know, I look at ST, I'm like, okay, sweet, man, yo, what up, bro? But it's not the same. You know, like I have the RS now. You know, but again, I mean, there's a lot of cars out there that are a lot nicer than the RS. So, you know, like maybe I'm at the pinnacle of, say, the Ford Focus family. But, you know, I roll up on a GTR, I'm like, that's a damn GTR. Anyway, I mean, that's just something I always want to talk about, because, you know, I feel like being in the car community, I think a lot of you guys would probably relate, you know, is, I mean, you know, again, not hating on any type of car, but when you do see something that's just that one, like, the one step up, you're just like, damn, you know, it's just sick. And anyway, so again, guys, I appreciate you stopping by, checking out the channel, and you know, like I said, I don't want this whole new YouTube thing with the monetization to kind of discourage me. I'm going to keep the channel going. I'm going to keep the videos coming for you guys, and I still got a lot of stuff going on. I got a lot of stuff planned. I'm definitely going to keep rolling with it. I just need the weather to kind of cooperate a little bit more. You know, I don't have a garage, so I am doing that intercooler video coming up in the next few weeks, as long as the weather is good. And I'm also going to try to get the boost reference adapter thing on the car as well. But again, that's all weather dependent. So guys, hang in there with me, and I do appreciate that. And yeah, like I said, if you guys haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It is more important now than ever to try to get as many subscribers as we can. We are aiming for that 1,000 by the end of the summer. So if we can go ahead and do that, I'm going to make some awesome ass videos for you guys. And yeah, so in the meantime, guys, I appreciate you guys stopping by, and we'll check you guys next time. All right, bye.